everybody. Kathy from Smyrna, Tennessee. I hope you're having a great weekend. Started out as a cool morning here, and it has gotten really hot. I'm going to go ahead and make some keto lasagna. So share to your friends, share to your, I have a group I want to share this to real quick. So be patient with me for a minute. See if it will let me. Let me share it. All right. Hi, Jesse. Thanks for watching. Hi, Dan. Thanks for sharing. So we're making keto lasagna. I've already ground my hamburger, and the recipe actually tells you how to make keto noodles and stuff, but I have some other noodles. So if you want to make keto noodles, well, actually, let me back up. If you guys want to share this to your Facebook groups, share it to your page, or you want to do a watch party, go ahead and get those marked now, because who doesn't love lasagna and keto, sugar-free, low-calorie Italian food? Come on. So great value. So also, if you're watching live, go ahead and put 1 in the comments. Hi, Denise. If you're watching as a replay, put either 2 or sorry I missed you, and I'll give you a shout out. Again, Danny, thanks for sharing. So we're gonna get started. First of all, the recipe tells you how to make your noodles. And I'm just gonna read the recipe noodle because I didn't make them. So the recipe for the noodles is basically, is mozzarella cheese, eggs, and that's about it. But instead of making our own noodles, thanks for sharing, Denise, I'm using these. Nature's Heaven. I've used these before. My husband won't even know they were keto, but he's jumped on this plan with me, and it's much easier when you're doing it as a team, so I'm really excited. We're gonna make lasagna with this. So the ingredients, these are actually, there's 1 ingredient in this. It says peach palm hearts. And so they come in a packet like this. They kind of look like corn husks to me, but they're not, I promise you. They are not corn husks, and they are palm hearts. So let me get started on that. So I already previously cooked my ground hamburger on the stove to save some time. I know you guys got a lot of things to do. Denise, thanks for sharing. So when I cooked this on the stove, I put some Italian seasoning. I put in the Italian seasoning. I put in garlic. I put in some onions and peppers. And then I used the Rayo's marinara sauce to get this mixture put together. So that's what I've got in there. Let's see. So I've already preheated my oven to 375. So we're gonna start to layer this and then we'll put it in the oven. The recipe says about 15 minutes. So once it's completed, I will go ahead and put it in a picture of it in the comments. So I'm gonna spray, this is olive oil on the bottom before we start layering. And like I said, this is a veggie pasta that I'm using. So, all right, I'm gonna have to open this up. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I know some of you, it feels like it's been raining forever. And actually, I'm gonna get a plate to set this on because there's some liquid in here. It's not a dry, it's a very moist noodle. So it's not like it's a normal noodle where it's hard and it's just gonna have to soften as it cooks. This is already soft. So, hold on a second. I hope you guys can see my pan okay. This is the pan we're gonna be layering. Now there's only 2 of us that live in this house, so we're just using a bread pan. You could probably put it in a bigger pan if you need to make a bigger size. So I'm gonna just squeeze these out of here. And I'm gonna let you see what these look like a little bit better. And I think I'm gonna need another towel. All right, so these are what they look like. These are the palm noodles, and that's what they look like. They're laying flat. They kind of, you can see the graining on that kind of made it look like a corn husk. Hi, Elda, thanks for watching. So like that, but like I said, this recipe and all my other recipes you've seen me make, you can get in my secret recipe group. So if you want to be added to that group, go ahead and put group in the comments. We do need to be friends first, so make sure you just go ahead and send me a friend's request. And if you want to send me that message group, I'll get you added a lot faster. So, excuse me. I'm not used to talking so much, so when I do, I get really thirsty. It does look like cheese, Danny, but in person, it actually looks almost like a corn husk. Let's see. So we're gonna start by layering, and like I said, I'm just using a loaf pan. There's only 2 of us. I don't know if you can all hear Lexi in the background, but she chose now to play a ball. So if you hear squeaking, that's Lexi. So I'm just gonna layer these on the bottom of the pan. So can you all see that okay? So these are small, so they're gonna overlap, and so I'm probably just gonna put 4 on the bottom. In here. See how I layered them? There's just 4 in the bottom. And just to give you heads up, these are 25 calories per serving, and the box, it says 2.5 servings per container. It had 2 of those packets in there, and I used 1 previously. And so the carbs in this is 4 carbs, 2 fiber, and that's it. So it's gonna be 2 carbs a serving, you know, plus we've got the hamburger, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of onions and peppers. So there's not that many carbs, and if you're craving some Italian food and want some pasta, then this is the way to go. All right, so we're gonna start our layering. And so our first layer is ricotta cheese. This is what I use. It says to use a 1/3 cup, but like I said, I'm making a smaller pan, and I'm gonna just, I'm not measuring this stuff. I'm gonna wing it as we go. So I'm gonna just put some in here. I don't know, if you like a lot of this cheese, then, you know, definitely, and I'm just gonna spread it around. Oops, I guess I kind of need a little bit more. So, you guys see that okay? All right. Anybody want to come over for lasagna later? So, is there anybody watching that does not like lasagna? I'm not a big fan of ricotta cheese, but I don't mind it in lasagna. Okay, so I've got my first layer in there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add a layer of my meat seasoning, which I cooked on the stove earlier with the garlic, the Italian seasoning, some onions and peppers, done that way. Of course, you know I'm making a mess because, you know, it's not cooking unless Kathy makes a mess. You don't like lasagna, or you're coming over, Danny? So, I like meat, so I'd rather have a thicker meat layer than anything else. And I don't know how many layers we're gonna do, but we'll see how this fills up. All right, and so we're gonna do 3 layers. The first layer is gonna be ricotta cheese. The second layer is the meat layer. And then the 3rd layer is gonna be mozzarella cheese. Absolutely, Denise, everything can be frozen. I'm all about making a lot, freezing it, and then having a quick meal to take to go. So, sure, Danny, I'll save you some. So again, they said like a 1/3 cup of cheese, but you know me, what's better with cheese? More cheese. So I'm gonna just go ahead and spread the cheese in here the way I like it. So again, if you wouldn't mind sharing this to your page and sharing it to your groups, I would greatly appreciate it. Everybody wants some keto or low carb lasagna. And there we go, that's the end of the first layer. So we're gonna go ahead and just start again with our next layer. We're gonna put some more of these noodles on here. Just like that. Oh, they smells good. All right, so we've got our second layer started. We're gonna go ahead and put some more of the ricotta cheese on it. I know from the first time I definitely didn't have enough cheese, so I'm gonna add some more cheese on that. I'm thinking maybe my pan might not be big enough for all the meat I have, but We will see. And my husband's a big lasagna person, so, I mean, we'll go out to a restaurant, a steak restaurant, and he orders lasagna sometimes. So just gotta love him. We all love lasagna sometimes. So he's outside working in the yard, and so I'm sure he's gonna be hungry afterwards. So once we get all this layering done, it said to go ahead and put in the oven for 15 minutes on 375. And so we'll get that ready. All right, we're gonna add another layer of meat. As you see though, my pan is not very deep. I probably should have got a bigger pan. So I'm gonna make this layer just a little bit thinner. Because we still gotta put more cheese on it. I don't think this is gonna be like a 7-layer lasagna because my pan is getting full. All right, so we've got the other meat layer. Isn't that looking yummy? Sure, Danny, I'll save you some. I'll put it in the freezer for you. All right, I'm gonna put some more cheese on it. And I don't know, I'm gonna try and get another layer, guys, but I don't think it's gonna go very well. It will probably spill over in the oven, but hey, I'll put it on a cookie sheet and it will be okay. So I wanna kind of use these noodles up. I'm probably not gonna put another layer of ricotta on here because I'm not a big fan of ricotta and this is really tall. So I'm just gonna put some more meat on it. And then I'm gonna put another layer of mozzarella and then we are good to go. So, let's see. And this is gonna have to be thin, so. Ooh, this is gonna be good. How many layers are you gonna need? This is gonna be some big pieces. So, and so I still got a few of these noodles left, and so you can tell I probably could have made it flatter, made it on another pan. I'm gonna add my final layer of cheese. I think I'm gonna need some more cheese. And my hands are a little bit sticky, so, but again, if you want this recipe or any of my other recipes in my special group, go ahead and put group in the comments. There's also a lot of support for keto and low carb and things like that in there, so it doesn't have to just be added for the recipes. If you're looking for support for your diets or your lifestyle change, you know, then that's the place to be added. This is looking good. How many of you think this is gonna be a mess in my oven? I think it is for me. All right, so the final thing that I like to do is I like to not spread, but add a little bit of oregano on top. We've got some Italian seasoning in with the meats. Is this new? Why can't I open this? There we go. But I'm going to add a little bit of oregano on top for some extra flavor. I know it looks like I'm shaking a lot, but it's not coming out. Here we go. That looks better. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. Here's the final results. Looks good. If you'll put "and" in the comments, so I know that you've been watching from the beginning, I know you're my VIP, and I'll give you a shout out for that. Also, if you're watching live, please put 1 in the comments. If you're watching on a replay, please put 2, or I miss you, and I'll give you a shout out. Also, share to your groups, share to your pages. I've got some exciting stuff coming up the next 14 days, so you don't want to miss out. Make sure you tap on my face. You'll see 3 little dots up there. And select follow me first. And if you're not sure if I'm live or not, Oops, wrong side. See that little, there's a little red button up there. If you see that it says live, then you know you're seeing me live. So I'll put a picture in the comments when this is finished. And that's it, quick and easy. Didn't have to make our own noodles, even faster. And so thanks for watching.